Hey everyone, Megan here, and today we're talking all about your intuition and why you need to stop ignoring it if you want to feel confident. Before we dig in, let me just clear the air. I have not always been an intuitive person. I've not always been into mindset work. In fact, just a few years ago, I told one of my coaches that I didn't have an intuition. And I believed it with all of my heart that I just was not an intuitive person and I didn't have an intuition. And I can look back in hindsight and see that not only was that not true, but I had actually just been suppressing my intuition all along. I so deeply mistrusted myself. I didn't trust myself to make decisions just based on some internal knowing. Like, who am I to have that? And so really, I just didn't believe in myself. I didn't trust myself. I was not confident in my ability to make decisions on my own. Instead, I constantly looked to coaches, books, courses, friends, mentors, anyone who would listen for advice and validation and support in making decisions. I so deeply wanted for someone to just tell me what to do. That was the dream. And if any of that sounds familiar to you, then chances are you're probably also just ignoring and suppressing your intuition. Because the reality is that if you want to start making decisions faster, trusting yourself, and stepping into your true power, you have to start connecting with your intuition. But what is your intuition? Let me tell you. According to Psychology Today, intuition can be defined as a process that gives us the ability to know something directly without analytic reasoning, bridging the gap between the conscious and non-conscious parts of our mind, and also between instinct and reason. So your intuition is truly that gut instinct, that gut feeling. It's where your good ideas come from, where you feel excitement and energy and confidence. And your intuition is how you learn to trust yourself. And by developing your intuition, you will stop looking externally for answers, decisions, and feedback, and start to develop a true, deep, genuine sense of trust and confidence in you. And let me tell you, that is the most freeing feeling in the world. Your intuition is your confidence. If you feel super confident, chances are you trust yourself, which means you probably listen to that little voice inside of your head, your little gut instinct, your good ideas, your intuition. But if you struggle to make decisions, if you feel like you often overanalyze things, you feel like you need someone else to tell you what to do, you don't trust yourself to just know an answer, then you are not trusting yourself. You're not connected to your intuition. So how do you connect with your intuition when you're ready? When you're ready to actually start to feel more confident and you want to start connecting with your intuition, where do you get started? Well, the most important thing to understand is that it's not going to happen by accident. You truly have to intentionally and actively create an opportunity to connect with your intuition. Instead of smothering and ignoring your intuition, how can you create a channel to talk and communicate with your inner self? And it does have to be intentional. I can easily, to this day, still ignore or avoid my intuition throughout the day or even for a couple days in a row, because if I don't open that channel, if I close it off, it's not going to get through. It's not going to come through because I haven't left that communication channel open. So in order to prevent myself from self-sabotaging and ignoring my intuition, I intentionally create an opportunity to connect with my intuition every single morning. And a lot of people may connect with their intuition in different ways. I prefer to connect with mine through journaling or maybe tapping or meditation. Those are all really good ways for me to just open up that opportunity to just tap into my intuition and see what it says about what I should do and what is next for me. The main thing I want you to walk away from this with is not only why connecting with your intuition is important, but just the simple fact that you have to decide to engage and develop your intuition in order to start actually building your intuition. It's intentional and it's not going to happen on accident. So I'd encourage you to go ahead and start exploring with different opportunities and ways that you can start to communicate and engage with your intuition today. So now you know why you need to be connecting with your intuition. But if you really want to see some deep transformation in your life and really start to intuitively execute in your life and experience life in an easier, more fun, more flowy way, then I want you to keep listening because I am hosting a free webinar just for you. It's all about how you can set goals without feeling burned out, flaky, or drained. Now, I'm sure you've tried goal setting the hard way. You've downloaded the spreadsheets, you've bought the planners, you've planned out every single month for the next 12 months, but ultimately it didn't work. You were hustling, you were working hard, you were grinding, but you were still left exhausted and drained and burned out and ultimately not feeling fulfilled. And that is exactly why I can't wait for this webinar, because we're going to be addressing all of those different pain points. You're going to learn the 5 different mistakes you're making when you set goals and how to avoid them. You're also going to learn the one thing you need to do every single day in order to design a life you love. You're going to learn how to stop feeling flaky and start finally following through on your plans. And you're going to learn how to get off the burnout hamster wheel and start feeling more energized and excited every single day. You can go to meganminns.com/training or click the link beneath this in order to register for free right now. I hope you enjoyed this training. I would love to hear from you on Instagram stories. Feel free to tag me. I would love it if you would share this with a friend that you think would enjoy it as well. And of course, be sure to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.